So guys, I got to play on my PS4 Overwatch during the free weekend. I think it's actually up for one more day, but it was actually kind of fun, a little bit. I watched my girlfriend play it just a little bit. She played a lot of D.Va and Junkrat, and I played a lot of Hanzo and D.Va myself. And I came to the conclusion that the game, I mean, it looks and performs pretty freaking well on PS4. I'll go over some differences from PC, but overall, especially the characters that I play, I tend to play like snipers. It's just like the true experience is really on PC. But if you want to pick it up on Xbox or on PS4, and if you had fun playing in the demo, this little, limited free weekend thing, then yeah, I think it's fair. I will suggest that you should get it for PC. But, the game's actually a little bit kind of designed with consoles in mind, just a little bit. True experience is on PC, but there's a lot of characters that you can play pretty much like fully functional with a controller. And overall right now, the state of the game, it's okay. It's okay on consoles. I don't think it's a perfect game. I don't think it was designed in a way like Halo was or Call of Duty was, but it's still pretty good. Now, if you want to play somebody like Hanzo, though, Hanzo overall was almost a miserable experience. Now, I specifically picked Hanzo because, one, I thought he would be extremely difficult to play on a controller, which turns out he was. And two, I actually got to rank 64, which is a diamond ranking in the first season, with Hanzo mainly being played. So, I'm pretty good at Hanzo, and I understand how he's played. Now, my experience was that I couldn't really do many flicks. I know that there are times with the Hanzo where you want to aim not exactly at the enemy. Now, in Call of Duty, you can definitely flick or sweep snipe, and Halo as well, but you're not using a hit scan weapon with Hanzo, so the aim assist doesn't really assist you that much. You most of the time want to aim either right at the feet, the foot of somebody, so you can do the scatter shot arrow for the insta-kill, or maybe right above them because of the arc of the arrow, or you definitely need to lead. So the aim assist, and especially because he's a sniper, you don't even get that much aim assist anyways, the aim assist isn't really going to help you. So Hanzo overall is just a gimped version of himself. You cannot play to the true potential of the character and then the full potential of yourself as a player. It's just not going to really happen. I think there's probably sort of a similar circumstance with Junkrat as well. Like anybody that has any sort of, abilities that are led or they're not really supported by hit scan, it's not going to be very fun for you. So if you can probably play Junkrat just fine because you can just spam with him. You don't need to be, you don't have to be very accurate with Junkrat to just, perform okay with him. But if you want to be a master Junkrat, you simply cannot be playing with controller. Hanzo, I guess you can do fine just spamming as well, but if you want to be truly competitive, I doubt there's going to be many Hanzos in competitive. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's still super duper strong regardless, but it just doesn't feel right. Now, Widowmaker might be a little bit different because there might be a little bit of aim assist with her on sniping, but still, she's a precision character. You're playing with a controller. Obviously, I can clearly tell that, characters like Torbjorn or D.Va, they're just going to overall just perform way, way better. It's going to be way... And if you're playing a melee character, then you're perfectly fine. In fact, there might even be an argument, maybe, that a controller is completely comparable. It depends on the character, like Reinhardt. Like, you don't really need too much accuracy. Like, you're just fine enough. And as long as you have high sensitivity, you should be able to perform just fine. So, there is that. I did have fun. It was cool, but still, I don't think it's really the true experience. So, if you only have a console and you don't have a gaming PC, like you can't run it because I know there are certain requirements for Overwatch to run on PC. If you don't have that, that's fine. It really is. Console is a good experience, but it's not the true experience. It's probably not as easy or as comparable as Paragon, which Paragon is completely cross-platform. So it just makes sense. Like it seems completely balanced and fair. There's a reason why Overwatch is not cross-platform. It is not fair. If you have a mouse and keyboard, that is the true experience. I was kind of hoping that I would still, there would be some balance tweaks or maybe even some mechanical tweaks to certain characters, like Hanzo, that would allow me to play with him. And maybe I can change some settings per character to maybe make it work. But in the end, yeah, PC is obviously better. I will say, though, that graphically the game looks pretty okay. Only in the menus and stuff did it, it looked really choppy in the menus, but that's menus, right? In-game, it ran at 60 FPS, and, because of the art style, it looked pretty much just as good, honestly. So, I don't know. Maybe if you have a really big TV and all the pixels get blown out, it might look bad, but overall, it definitely looked better to me because it didn't have as much of a resolution drop, or at least it wasn't as noticeable compared to Paragon. So, mechanically, Paragon's more fair on consoles, but it doesn't look as good on consoles. And, Overwatch is just sort of that art style that's timeless, and you know, it can get away with a lot. So yeah, it's a lot cleaner. Overall, it's a pretty good console game. I mean, it's pretty great. Now, if you want to spend $60 on it, I don't know. I think maybe some other titles might provide a little bit more for you. But as a PC game, absolutely, it is truly competitive. But I don't know. I think I love Overwatch. It's like my favorite game. But honestly, like if you played the PC version, I don't think you can, with a straight face, recommend it for people to buy it on console. It's just, you know, PC Master Race, dude, mouse keyboard. It is fun, but still, honestly, I'm not gonna buy it on consoles myself. Even though the experience is somewhat comparable, it is just, you know, certain characters, it is way more pronounced that you should be playing with a mouse and keyboard. And those characters are the ones I play in Overwatch. I will say, it's fun though. It is fun. But I would wait for a sale, honestly. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it full price. I would wait for a sale, even if you've never played it, you know? But then again, it depends on how much fun you had. It depends on how casual you play the game. If you want to play it competitively, you gotta get it on PC. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I wanted to say. I played it on PS4. Now, some graphics and things might change on Xbox. I don't know. So that's, you know, if you played on Xbox, let me know in the comments below. But for me, I'm gonna have to come at you and say it to your face. PC is the way to play the game. Absolutely. Thanks for watching. My name is Skylent. Short video, I know, but that's all I gotta say. See you guys next time.